Central Florida, the city of Orlando is the scene for the Celtics. When he's out on the floor, you always feel like he is always in control. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Torrey Craig, and it's Pritchard in at the 1. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
That one is no good. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit. You know, both of Wendell Carter Jr.'s parents played basketball at a really high level. And you know what I like to say? You cannot run away from the DNA. And I think you see that DNA of his parents in his game.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Carter. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Banchero, a three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Pritchard. Misses the three. Orlando, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Carter outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Wagner. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Wagner's got his second bucket tonight.
You like to see that from Wagner. I mean, as he continues to develop his mid-range game, I think we'll see more and more of that.
The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Pass to Pritchard. Looking to end the run. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Banchero, a screen on Craig. For 3, Caldwell Pope hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Celtics second.
It's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Shireman. Craig with it. He's covered by Banchero. Clock at 6. And the Celtics another 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Magic making a switch here. Houston's checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Wendell Carter.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Celtics trail by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hauser the pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. That one good for 2. Pritchard's got 5 now. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Carter with a screen on Craig. From about 16, rebounded by the Celtics. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And Joseph kicks to Wagner. Back to Joseph. Pass to Carter. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Hauser. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Celtics making a change here. Keita's checked in.
Once again, fans, your 3, 2, 1, high.
Here's Pritchard, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 8 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Inside, Joseph. And good that time.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
Pass to Keita. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also first in free throw shooting. Unmatchable talent and confidence at the line. What a coach's dream.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Pritchard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to Houston. And here's Banchero. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, Paolo Banchero. One shot.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Norris, the pass to Queta. Here's Cornette. Celtics passing it around. Here's Queta. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys. The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
Get there.
Now here's Anthony. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Here's Norris. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pass to Cada. Here's Norris. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Anthony. Batadze the pass to Anthony. Here's De Silva. No good with the triple. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Anthony looking it over. Here's De Silva. He has yet to score. Pocket four. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. There's Batadze. The rebound by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Anthony. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Batadze. Misses in close. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Walsh. Here's the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's De Silva. Pass to Black. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Black's got 5.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic out in front, leading by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Here's Pritchard. Banchero out there with Black. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Oh! Whoa! And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
To the inside, Cada, and it's blocked. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And Clark, Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. And that one is stuffed right through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Pass to Houston. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Black. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 6. Shireman, good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Anthony, the pass to Houston. Back to Anthony. Here's the screen. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Shireman. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Shireman's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Houston. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
He's off on the first. Harris is checked in for Goga Bitadze. Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 4. Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Left side, Harris. To the left side wing. 2 on the clock. Here's Banchero. A three-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic. Pass to Craig. Shoots the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I really like the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
Here's Banchero. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 13. Pass to Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Harris dishes to Banchero. Harris a screen. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Pritchard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Hauser misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's the screen. And it's Banchero missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Hauser the pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter's checked in. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
See yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Celtics. 6-point game. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range. Banchero's got 18 points. Here's Pritchard. 15 points in the game. Pass to Peterson. 6 to shoot. Pritchard passes to Peterson. Offensive rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, Could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Driving the lane. Here's Pritchard. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Pritchard.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Davison. He's covered by Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Queta. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Queta's got 4 points this quarter. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Davison, that one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Carter finds Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Peterson grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Carter with the screen. The 3 from Joseph.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Orlando's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Carter sets the pick for Joseph, trying to get something going. Knocks down the 3 ball. Joseph's got 5.
You know, once a weakness in his game, Corey Joseph has worked extremely hard on his outside shot. And like I say all the time, the proof is in the pudding.
Here's Davison. Carter pulls it in. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Joseph. Now Howard. Outside, Joseph. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And it's Carter missing.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Davison, the pass to Peterson. Here's Davison. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris kicks to Howard. From past the arc. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. The Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this award because he's so consistent. Gives the team an anchor on both ends. He's always getting better, and his teammates love playing with him. Such a great guy.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
Fantastic three-point shooting from him, stretching out the defense. I had a couple of games like that myself, Shaq. It's fun, man. Believe me, Shaq, it's fun.
First of all, you don't know my real last name. It's Onilovich. If I wanted to be a three-point shooter, I would have been.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Torrey Craig, and it's Cornette in its center. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard passes to Cornette.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Shot by Joseph, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Shireman. He's defended by Wagner. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Deep two from Wagner. Shot is good off the bat rim and in. Wagner's got 6.
At 6'10", you love the versatility that Franz Wagner provides. I mean, this guy's very effective in the two-man game.
Magic leading by 3. Here's Banchero. Joseph has an open look. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Cornette. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard for the tie, and he's good on the 3-ball. Pritchard's got it all tied up now for Boston.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep, but he has to close out a little stronger on him.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Carter kicks to Banchero. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. That one's good from the corner. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
A really difficult cover, especially in these screen and rolls. I mean, Caldwell Pope is fantastic with his creativity.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 20. Norris, the pass to Craig. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston, no good that time either. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Again, the Magic score.
Well, you know, Wagner's a pretty consistent shooter, and given opportunities, he'll make the most of them.
Pritchard passes to Norris. Now, here's Craig. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Hauser. Over Caldwell Pope. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hauser's got 5 points now this quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. From downtown, trains the three-pointer.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Here's Norris. Right down low. Banchero's there. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Craig. Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Wagner's got 11 points. And here is Craig. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Here's Queta. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And the shot is good. And now a 7-point Magic lead.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Queta, the pass to Norris. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Franz Wagner. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
That one is off. Boston making a switch here. And he sinks the second. Magic leading by 6. Pass to Banchero. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Davison. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Magic have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. It's stolen. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Banchero. Pass to Queta. Here's Davison. He's got 7. Going inside.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Clock at 6. Pass to Queta. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now just a 1-point Magic lead.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. tough as they come.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Here's Davison. 9 points in the game so far. And stolen by Wagner. There's the lob to Carter. Here's Davison. Off target with his 3. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Wagner. Carter kicks to Caldwell Pope. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. That 3 off the mark. For Boston, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Davison, the pass to Peterson. Yes! And the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. And it's the Magic with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. With the drive. Black, no good. For Boston, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Pass to Davison. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And they're also first in free throw shooting. Unmatchable talent and confidence at the line. What a coach's dream.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Anthony. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Pass to Cornette. Right wing. Here's Davison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Black. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Orlando making a change here. Howard's checked in. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Boston. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Pass to Bitadze. It's Black in the corner. Uncovered, and it falls over the rim and in. Black's got 7 points. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Tries it from 9. Davison's shot's good. And the Celtics lead by 1. The Magic shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Howard, the pass to Houston. To the middle, here's Anthony, and it's blocked. Pass to Davison. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cornette passes to Norris. Here's Shireman. 6 points for him. Now Anthony launches it, hands it from downtown. Anthony's got his third basket of the night right there. 3 quarters of play. Post game here. Magic lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Franz Wagner, also Cole Anthony out there, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Shireman. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Shireman taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Orlando leading. Outside Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the paint, the 10-footer. That's tipped. Here's Hauser. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Craig.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in.
Personal foul.
One shot.
Team foul. At the line for the Magic, Cole Anthony. 1 shot.
Free throw no good for Anthony.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
Queta, the pass to Craig. Count it, and the foul. It's on Franz Wagner.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
1 shot.
That's good from Craig. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Anthony down low. Craig defending. Here's Shireman. Pass to Craig. Celtics passing it around. Queta, the pass to Hauser. 6 to shoot. Shireman can't hit. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing foul.
At the line for the Magic, Cole Anthony. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and a 3-point advantage.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's Orlando's ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Bitadze. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2. Goga Bitadze.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awesome.
And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Wagner with it. Pass to Anthony. Here's Bitadze. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Hauser. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Magic leading by 5. Pass to Black. There's Bitadze, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's Boston with it. Here's Pritchard. From deep, and the 3 ball is good.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Cole Anthony. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
I thank you, David. They set the pick. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Down low, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the 3-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Banchero. And Boston with the rebound. Cada's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Hauser. From 13, And he hits the jump shot. Hauser's got 10 points in just the second half.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Count it. And the Magic lead by 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Hauser. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Houston gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Hauser misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Pass to Bitadze. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bitadze's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's Pritchard. Puts it up. And that one's on target from the wing. Pritchard's got 22 points. Banchero looking around. Can't hit from the elbow. Celtics trail by 8. Fires for 3. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And it's Wagner missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
They set the pick. A wide open look here for Craig. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there. Not afraid to get those hands dirty.
Pass to Sharman. Five on the clock. Here's Cornett, defended by Carter. Cornett can't get it to go. Magic leading by 7. Wagner outside. Back to Banchero. No good off the front iron. Boston's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Joseph. Lets a floater go. Basket counts. Pritchard's got 24 points.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And that one, good. Banchero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
And here is Joseph. It's Carter, high post. No one near him. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Carter. And it's a 9-point Magic lead. Out to the wing. Cornett passes to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. Here's Hauser. Pass to Cornett. Good work defensively by Carter. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's hauled in by Cornett. Here's Boston now.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Pass to Black. The three ball. Good on the three-point shot. Black's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of